It's your friendly neighborhood soup lady, Caroline, right here, and I'm going to teach you another of my favorite soups. This one is one that, I mean, it's like causes a ruckus wherever it goes. It's a big favorite of soup clubbers. It just like converts anyone who tastes it. I would love for you to make it and tell me what you think. It's my pumpkin curry soup. Sounds simple, and it is. It's just like well worth the sum of its parts. So it has kabocha squash in it. It has about half this guy. He's kind of big. About 2 pounds of kabocha squash, 2 sweet potatoes. You first, in the tradition of like a Indian curry, you make a slurry out of an onion, some garlic, and some ginger. And then I like thicken it with a can of pumpkin puree. Got to make sure you find the non-pie stuff. And then it has some of my favorite ingredients in it. Have you ever used fresh curry leaves? They're delicious. They smell so good. They're like lovely and fresh, and you eat them. They're not like bay leaves. I use them in other of my recipes. My curry collie recipe, if you've ever watched me make that, that's got those in it too. Then we have some homemade curry powder or store-bought if you have a favorite, and some homemade or store-bought garam masala, and just one small butternut squash cubed and peeled. I got the like cubed and peeled stuff from the grocery store just to save some of the peeling, but actually normally I don't even peel butternut squash. So, and then it's finished with coconut cream. That's part of the magic. So I hope you'll stick around and watch me make this recipe. So here we have some coconut oil that has been melting in our hot pan. So this, don't be surprised, these are going to snap and spit, but then I'm going to add other things and try and calm them down. So these are our curry leaves. We're going to infuse the oil with the curry leaf flavor and brown them a little bit. I'm standing back. I've been burned before. I hope you won't be. So that looks pretty good. Truly, it's just, you know, a little bit cooked. And I'm going to add my curry powder. And now I'm going to add, this is my onion, garlic, and ginger that I blended up with a little bit of water. It's like, you know, kind of a smoothie consistency, but it really does a lot to make the gravy of the soup really luscious and thick. I can't wait for you to see the end. So I'm just going to stir this for a few minutes just to kind of get the raw onion flavor. I'm going to give it a little bit of salt and pepper just because I didn't season the mixture when it was in the blender. I'm just trying to cook off kind of the raw onion flavor. All right, now I'm going to add my can of pumpkin puree. And this is again where this is just a 15-ounce can. You just have to make sure you don't get the pumpkin pie filling because that has spices, which actually would probably be okay in here, but sometimes it's also sweetened, which would not. But so just the pure pumpkin puree. So it's another sneaky way to get more pumpkin flavor. So there's a total of 3 different kinds of gourds that go in here. We've got our sort of soft butternut squash, which I'm going to add next. I've got my kabocha squash. Again, this is half of what I had there. I just peeled it, removed the seeds, and chopped it into about 3-inch chunks. Then I'm going to top it off with some water. And now I'm just going to season it with some salt. All right, I'm going to bring this to a boil. And then I'm going to uncover it, reduce it to a simmer, and simmer until the liquid reduces below the height of the squash by like half an inch. Also, all of the squash and potatoes, everything should be tender by then. So yeah, it's a quick cooking one. It's about 30 minutes tops. All right, so this one has been simmering for about half an hour, and you can see that everything is nice and tender. All of the chunks are, soft around the edges. It's quite thick. It's not watery at all. It's kind of made this like beautiful gravy of its own. And now we're going to add the garam masala, which is always used to sort of finish a dish, which I love. A mixture of warm spices, just like a curry powder, but a different kind of seasoning. I always say that this is like, if you like pumpkin spice latte, so you're a fan of like pumpkin and warm spices, this is totally next level. And that was coconut cream. And then this is lemon juice, which is also super important in this brew. So, so delicious. I'll give it a taste and decide if it needs more. That's good. I think I could use a little bit more salt and a little bit more lemon juice, but it's so savory and delicious. I wish I could share it with you. This is the best I can do. It smells so good, guys. Let's see this again. And so if you have meat eaters at your table, this is a good one for like shredded rotisserie chicken, or I'd serve it topped with like cashews or something like that, since I'm vegan at the moment. But also it's delicious on its own. If you wanted to get more plant-based protein in there, you could serve it with like, a chickpea pancake, or some sort of grits, chickpea grits over quinoa. It would be really, really delicious. But I want to see in your comments all the ways that you end up coming up with to serve it. So I'm gonna make myself a bowl. Get all the chunky veggies, the squash. It really cooks so fast. And I love keeping the squash in big pieces, not only to help with the cooking time, because otherwise it's just, they break down too fast. But also I really love having it so that you have something to dig your spoon into. I miss this one every year. I look forward to making it again. So I'm glad that this year I got to share it with you. Thanks for joining me today. This recipe was on page 9 of my Soup Club cookbook. It's my first soup cookbook. You can find it out in the world. It's in between printings right now. So if you find it, email me and I'll send you a signed book plate as thanks. So it's on page 9. And follow me here for more recipes, and at Slurp Soup Club on Instagram. And I look forward to seeing you every week. Bye.